you ever seen a ninja die, Bobby?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of ninjas die.
You ain't seen shit.
I've seen samurai die. I've seen ninjas die.
The samurai die all the time. Like, that's kind of the whole point of samurai. But, like, ninjas, the point is that you don't see them at all. So you also never see them die.
I haven't seen a ninja in this game. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
I'm not saying it won't be there. This is Voidling Bound. We've talked about this a couple times, but we haven't played it. I don't think you've really seen it, right?
No, not outside of the trailer stuff that I watched for the monthly preview.
So this had a demo, and I thought it was pretty cool. It came out for a Next Fest or one of those things not that long ago, but definitely this year. And it's billed as a creature collector, but then when you start to see the game in action, you're like, wait a second, that's not really what I would expect from a creature collector. But these are voidlings, and you have some sort of like telepathic connection or link, or you bind yourself to them, and then you play as them. And this is not quite like a Helldivers where you're looking for an event to drop into, but there are different mission types that you can fire up and replay, and some of these I think are meant to be replayed if you're going to especially get like 3 stars on them. So you're leveling up your character, you're leveling up your voidlings. There's a couple like things that you can do from like a vendor standpoint here on your ship. I don't even know if you're a real person, by the way. You might be some sort of like robot.
Yeah.
But there are like survivors, there are survival levels, there are cleansing levels. And as you go into, well, I'll just come down and kind of show you where the voidlings go. There are some of the trappings you would expect from a creature collector, like evolutions or elemental damage, but each one feels a little bit more like, I would say, unique in that sense, because depending on what you do from an elemental standpoint, it's going to change drastically the evolutions you get and some of the abilities. But as you go into your missions, there's going to be the same enemy types that have weaknesses to elemental things. So you want to have a hodgepodge of these voidlings running around. You get eggs on the missions. There's like rare eggs that are gold that will have mutated. So some of these that have more of the orange exotic look are my mutated versions, where I got them from golden eggs. And they'll have more passive genes that you get into as you're upgrading them. And there's a whole section up here to manage that. But you can have a group that is on your person that you can swap out, or they're free roaming on the ship. You only control one voidling. It's not multiplayer, so you want to do a little research, pick the right one. And I'm pretty heavy on poison, so I've been trying to expand a little bit. I just got this weird guy, which is a Nemoid or something to that degree, and I've made him lightning or electrical. I've got some ice. This is just, I think, normal attack on that one. And we've got a fire guy or 2 fire guys out here, and a couple other rare ones that we can mutate further. Mutated ones that you get from those eggs cannot evolve into other things, so you're kind of locked into that track when you get them. But you can upgrade their abilities. You do all that over here, so I can continue to... No, I think I get this one fully evolved, actually. Let's double check. Yep, so I'm all over that tree, and I went more of the poison route on this one, as you can see there. But some pretty big spanning spider webbing options when you start with a raw voidling there. And the only other thing that you can change, and I can continue to do that on this one, is coming over to this. And here is where you get to upgrade the genes even further. And what's cool about this is it's tied to a specific type of base voidling. So if I'm working on this type of voidling, and I've got one that does poison, I've got one that does fire, anything I've unlocked at this juncture is going to carry over as I swap between them. So there's some cool stuff on. I really like the way this one plays, the Carapin. So we're going to run with that one. And you can see I've actually put quite a bit into this guy here. All right. 4 to 5 hours into the game at this point. I will show you. I'll go repeat one that I'm trying to get. Yeah, I need one more mutagen. I found all the golden eggs on this one, so if I get one more mutagen on this, I'll get my second star. We're not going to beat it in 4 minutes, though, so we're not going to try for that. We'll just kind of take our time with it, and you can see it in action.
So these are kind of like Monster Hunter missions almost, where you're going back to them multiple times to grind for specific materials and things like that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let me back out of this. I forgot to check and see that, like this part here, like, oh, we're going to go fight this monster. I need to bring fire weapons. So I selected this one, by the way. Let me see if I can go back into that. Does it tell me what we're up against? Robots. Survival. All right. I think we're good. I got the right guy out. So yeah, these are a little bit more Monster Hunter or run-based feeling where you're going to go out and do some shit. I do have some attributes I can apply here to those areas. And I'll go over some of the extra stuff we have on this one. So I'm going to throw a little bit more on Essence. And I'm going to do another one on Attack. And I'm going to add one to my Recuperation. That's going to be how quickly I can reload, cool down on some of my abilities. Because you're going to be popping quite a bit when you get into it. Some of the things that we have on this guy. We've got a Proactive Crest, which is going to give me one more Vitality. I've got a Sharp
Osteoderm.
Osteoderm, thank you.
Like osteo is like bone and derm is like skin.
Oh,
so
yes. There we go.
Skin.
Bone Skin. We have one strength from that. Carapace here is going to give us another Vitality, and then Appendages is also going to give us Vitality. So he's real tanky. This guy's real tough. He also has Dripping, which means anytime I shoot in slime, anytime I shoot through this funnel that we can set up, it'll do another little attack on it. So we're going to confirm.
I am also dripping.
We are dripping with excitement and wetness. We're moist because it's been hot over here in the Midwest. Big storms came through, and your boy got to go buy a new chainsaw because of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I, unfortunately or fortunately, did not have nearly the amount of limbs down that Bobby did. So
I'd say in your case, that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I've had enough limbs down.
You suffered enough,
I think, but there were a lot of pears on the ground. Like
did you eat any of those pears?
I don't 100% know if I can eat those pears. I'm sure I could. I don't know if they're good pears or not, but usually the squirrels get to them before I can ever touch them. So I've never actually had a pear from my pear tree.
All right, we are in the cleansing, and the main goal here is to go around where those little like diamond nodes are and clean up those areas. We're also looking for mutagens. We've already found the eggs. And then once we get enough of these done, there will be a boss fight in this one. Bottom right corner, you can see that I've got a couple different abilities. One is going up. That is our ultimate. I have a melee attack that I can do. And with my upgrade, it actually shoots random little blobs out. B is, instead of dodging with this Voidling, we put up this area, which will be a shield that we can hang out behind. And if I shoot through it, it applies other little sparks that come out with it, which is nice. And then L2 lets me throw like a grenade that will stick. So I don't think I can stick to this part, but you can see it pops out that stuff. So we do more of a burst shot. Also, you have like an active reload. You want to try and maintain and manage that before running out, or you might have a cooldown. That's no fun.
How differently do these Voidlings play? Like
all different.
This one, okay, but like they have. It's not like, hey, this one has a ranged attack and a melee attack and a grenade kind of attack. It's just everybody has a different version of those.
There's some that have more like their main attack is a melee attack rather than a ranged one, and then they have like a jump and do like splash damage. There's others that will like you want to have something else kind of like not parasitically like move stuff around, but it might have more area of effect. So you're kind of doing more like crowd control where you're applying stasis and like slowing things down for you to pick off. And that's what we're grabbing here. So like all these things that we're picking up are our ability to level up skill trees, but also mutate. Because the further you get on those evolution lines, it's like, okay, now you need 20 of these big mutagens to do this work versus the original, which is just one. So we're also just taking our time kind of cruising through here. I'm overpowered pretty significantly for this. So if I was able to get everything cleaned within and fight the boss within 4 minutes, I would probably be doing that currently, but I'm still not trying to put those weird, like getting that 3rd star is not that important to me.
Sure, and also
pass.
for our purposes today, we're just kind of like showing the game off. We're not trying to be, pro gamers.
I think it's a really very pleasant game to look at. There's some really, really nice colors and graphics on this one. I don't know if this is on everything. I don't know if it's PC only right now or not.
I can look it up. How would you say the difficulty's been generally? I know you're overpowered for this part.
There's been some where I've had to like maintain quite a bit. It kind of gets a little. Oh my gosh, who makes Returnal?
Housemark.
It gets a little housemark on some of the bosses, like heart baby's first housemark.
Yeah. This is PC only.
All right, that checks. It feels very much like a early. I can't remember if it was early access or not. I think it was like full release, if I'm not mistaken. But they might be adding more into it. I don't think it's a very long game, from what I've gathered, also, but there is some replayability to a lot of the earlier levels.
Yeah. Yes, this is out.
Okay.
But there are a number of bundles that you can get that I don't. Let me look into these. Oh, there's one with the soundtrack, and a digital art book. Okay, just that. Stuff.
It feels like they could absolutely add more to this, like DLC wise.
Yeah, you add in a handful more Voidlings, a couple new areas.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But you feel like there's a good amount of content. I mean,
so far I've not felt like starving for anything additional. Like I don't know if there's any more like species to get at this point. I'll definitely like keep at it because I'm going to new planets still, so maybe there's an opportunity to find some Voidlings that I haven't seen yet. But I certainly can go and like evolve Voidlings and find some really cool stuff. So I think there's hundreds, if not thousands, of potential combinations you can do from an evolutionary line.
Sure, yeah, especially with all that mutation stuff.
Yeah. Like, you could definitely come in here and try and min-max your way, like, which I should be doing. Like, if I'm going to beat this in 4 minutes, you probably need to be very specific about, like, what does the fastest, like, agile shit that you can do here to get around. Like, I'm just not motivated by that.
What's your routing supposed to be, that kind of stuff.
But I'm just trying to clear out some of these to look for that mutagen. The mutagen is... it's going to look kind of like a star pattern, like glowing orb type collectible. So it's not like an enemy that you have to find or kill. It's just kind of tucked away anywhere in these levels. And I've found 3 of the 4 so far. So we'll see what happens.
Do they stay in the same spot, or do they?
So far, I do think that's the case. I just haven't I've been lazy and haven't really consulted a guide. This game has been the game that I've kind of unwinded with. So I've been playing a lot of Mina.
It seems like a great podcast game.
Oh, it's perfect, dude. It's so good for
in
that.
The background kind of game.
Yeah, and that's how I've treated it. It's just kind of been like, hey, I don't really feel like paying much attention tonight, or hey, I just played a couple hours of something a bit more, focus attention, my time consuming. Let me just unwind for a little bit tonight with this, and that's been really cool. So there's not a mutagen back here. I was kind of hoping there would have been a little thing tucked back in this spot. But so far, we'll keep our eyes peeled. It's just nice to get some more shit. But yeah, this is a fun game to podcast with. I actually have done that. There's been a lot of stuff happening in the biz, Chase, and I've been trying to catch up on it.
Yeah, just 1 or 2 little things.
Just 1 or 2 tiny little things. Let's keep bouncing around here looking for this mutagen. Oh, there's an egg though. We'll grab that egg. Take that back and show you how we get new Voidlings. How was your 4th of July celebrations, Chase?
It was okay generally. We were down at the lake, and that was nice. It was
Hmm.
hot, water was comfortable, but then the storm hit on Saturday and knocked out our power for about 5 hours.
Oof, it was hot too.
And our main AC unit, we have a couple window units there, but like the main one for the living room was already on the fritz. So we were already, having a bunch of fans on and already kind of hot. And
Sure.
then all the power goes off, and we're like, well, fuck.
Look,
But
there's very few things that I will not do, and being hot is at the top of that list. I refuse to be hot.
yeah, I mean, just look at you.
It's hard. It's rough.
But all good. The power came back and we were fine. And then the day I left, my parents got a new AC unit installed. So
Well, awesome.
yeah. How was your fourth? What'd you see? Where'd you go?
Fourth was good. We went and my brother and his family actually just went to Switzerland yesterday. They left for Switzerland, and they were at my parents' house. So we all got together and got to see them off before they headed out for a trip. And we did a little. I went to the Hill neighborhood here in St. Louis and got like 9 different Italian meats, and we did like a big deli spread.
That's the place to go if you want some Italian meat.
Oh yeah, it was great. So we had all that and just did like cold cuts and tried to stay warm or stay cool. So beat the heat with cold cuts, and then yesterday my wife's family came over and we did. I did party ribs on the smoker, and those turned out really good. So yeah, man, just kind of like took it easy for the most part. I was supposed to go to a concert last night, but with all the weather being unpredictable, it was outdoors at Riverport. So I just took a slight hit on my tickets and sold them back, which is a bummer because I was going to see Block Party and Muse, which would have been cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep cruising around here, man. It's a little boring right now, just with me kind of pecking around here looking for this thing, but that's what I'm here for.
Once you're done with this and get back to the ship, I probably want to see if I can make a request, see a different Voidling and maybe something that's a little bit more to your level.
Yeah, we can go do that here pretty quick, actually. Like, I can always come back and do this. It's no big deal. Let's see if we can get this to trigger. Oh, yeah. We just got one more to get over there, it looks like. I think my health is good. Nothing else up that way. There we go. We'll go over here and knock this thing out. You'll get to see a boss fight. That should be somewhat entertaining.
It does seem like there's a decent variety of enemies. We've seen
Yeah.
little crawler guys that kind of suicide up to you.
Well, we're also only fighting one type on this, so like sometimes you get into the other levels and there's like 2 different types, so you have to sometimes like mitigate and manage that shit, which is interesting. This reminds me of Destiny, shooting inside of the
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, pretty good hit there.
guy feel a little scarier your first time playing it?
Oh yeah, like because I was squishy, and like I
Sure.
definitely felt that squishiness for sure. But he's almost gone. There we go. All right. So we got, looks like a nice ice mutagen. All the other voidlings come back out. And we'll head back cleansed. So we can see we didn't get all the collection and we didn't do the performance, which no big deal. But we did get, enough to upgrade a few more nodes. We got a couple eggs I can show you. So we'll hatch those. And then I'll look at the type of encounter. I'll go ahead and pick that really quick so we know who we want to get. We're going to do this one here. Survival and wildlife overview. So let's see here. They're weak to fire and are poison, which is great because I've got a lot of them. So you'll get to see somebody else. Let's grab, who's another? That's the problem, is we're going to be pretty underleveled because you just saw this guy. I don't know if I can level him up really quick while this is actually a good opportunity to show you one of the vendors. See if we can upgrade him while we go and hatch some eggs. So this beefcake is who we can buy a workout area. Oh, here we go. That works out beautifully. We'll see how long it takes. Hopefully not too long. If I wanted to put I like this guy quite a bit. $5 minutes. Yeah. All right. We'll go hatch some shit.
Sure.
We can rip it for 5 minutes, right?
I love ripping it.
Oh, oops, wrong way down. Speaking of letting it rip, did you finish the bear?
I did. In fact, that's what I spent a lot of my time on this weekend. Is I just kind of sat down and watched from Gary all the way through to the finish of season 5.
Very good.
Yeah, I had a pretty good time with it. I thought Gary was really good as this kind of separate short story that was like, different and genuine and felt really good. So my podcast host, my co-host Pierce for Pilot Program, we did the bear a while ago, and we both really liked it, and we both kept going on it. And I think Pierce fell off it pretty hard, feeling like it was just kind of the same thing over and over and over again. And I didn't feel that way for a long time. I did feel like it was getting a little less interesting to me. I really liked the first season where it's the beef and being a little scrappier. And then as soon as they started to get into the nicer restaurant, which makes sense. I mean, that's just what the story's about. So I understood it, but I did feel like I lost a little something from that. But I still was enjoying the show. I think this season, though, really, really did. I just felt like I had Pierce whispering in my ear, they're all still just yelling at each other. It's the same story over and over and over again. And I went, yeah, you know what?
You've never worked in a restaurant, have you?
Well, sure, I understand that, but the story is still the same. It's, the last season was, we've got to make this service good because we might get a guy might be showing up to give us a star. And then this season was also all about, we've got to have
it was
service.
A single day. It was a direct, it followed up immediately after that.
I understand that. It just, a lot
so
of it felt
it's
very
going to be, well, yeah, it's literally one day wrapping all that up. Really quick, I'm going to show you while we're waiting on the other guy to level up here. We've got a couple paths we can go, and we're going to go this plasma route, which is going to give us a rare build. So we've got 4 to choose from on plasma, so I won't be able to go too terribly far, I don't think, but you'll at least kind of see how this happens. So you get a preview of what you're going to get. So this is going to work in our favor. This is just the basic one, getting them in there. So no other abilities right now, but we now have a plasma based. It's my first one of those, I think, which is exciting. Oh, let's see what. There we go. So we get a purple tinge to our new little critter here. And then I can go and get 2 more paths to choose from. So once you lock in that first element, unless something's different with this plasma, you are kind of locked into just variations of the theme. So we're going to stay within plasma on this one. This shoots a big blast of projectiles. That seems pretty good. And then this also does a blast that summons a deadly hula hoop that swirls around your character. I always like those. That's kind of like the garlic in Vampire Survivors. I think especially in those survival ones, that will be cool. So we'll do one more evolution. We're going to get a mustache instead of a beard, which, you know, whatever.
Bobby having to go against his normal likes.
So now I've got a level 9 already just by going through that route, which is pretty handy. And I haven't put any more into that character, but I could show you over here like what I've unlocked so far on this one, which as you can see here is not much. And I don't have a lot to play with. Yeah. So what I can look at is, because I think we have one of these getting powered up right now, I'm going to focus on some of these early attack increases because they're all 90. And actually, that one gets me down this to... Ooh, we can't get there, but that would be worth exploring. Increases minion count by 1. I'll go ahead and do that for this one because that's a pretty cool thing it does. And I think there was one more blast damage. All right. Hang on. Increase rain recharge. I can do both of these. Nope. All right. So now let's go check and see how our other dude's doing really quick. We're probably getting somewhat close. And then we'll head out and do that level 8 with a level 10. There we go. And I will bring him back up to the top. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. And I'll swap this guy out with that plasma. All right, cool. Let's go have some fun.
How many, do you know how many base Voidlings there are?
That's what I was trying. I don't know if I've gotten all of them yet. I think I might have. So we're definitely going to go more essence forward with this guy. But I am going to add a little bit more. So I'll do 2 there. I'll do strength up to 4. That, and we'll go 7.
Are these statistics temporary for just this run, or
no? They're persistent.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are upgrading your Voidling on multiple things on this one. Now this is a mutated one, so there's no evolution upgrades to it, but we can go and just add more to its attributes. This is the melee one, if I'm not mistaken. It also has minions, which is really cool. So as I start to attack, I'm kind of doing like these jumping bursts, which are really fun. And I can bring out my minions, and they just go and wreck shit.
I like minion builds.
I do too. Like this guy's, like those minions just go fucking hard, and he is so OP. So he's a lot of fun, but you do have to kind of get in the thick of it, and that's where I can always just pop out the minions to help out. And this is just securing this area over here, so let me go and kind of defend it. Let's stay put. There we go. You don't have any like heads up also, like there's no compass or indicator of like this is where you're getting attacked by this wave or next one's coming over here. It's just keep moving.
Yeah.
He goes invisible when he dodges, so pretty cool, especially since you have to get up close. in a lot
Would
of
you-
these spaces.
Would you like to see more indicators and things like that in here, or do you?
Yeah, especially if I'm playing like it gets intense. If I'm managing dodging like basically bullet hell, and I've got enemies that are actively coming up on me like they are here, like that's one of the reasons why I went with that garlic style upgrade on that other one that we were doing, so I don't have to manage that as much. Just because some of these you are like, I'm jumping and dodging fire attacks. Oh, now I'm getting chased down by a herd of these things, which no thanks. Like, and I don't have any clue of like, even like a little red tinge on the side of the screen. Hey, you're about to get attacked from the right side. Like, then I would know to like move my camera or take a bit more pause on what's happening there with it. I need to secure this area. I'm over here just fucking killing dudes for the hell of it. For the sport. So on these, there's no collectibles. You're just out doing the objectives and fighting shit. No eggs to get, mutagens, none of that stuff.
I thought you have collected some mutagens.
Not on this run. The big mutagen. Like there's,
okay.
Like there's usually 3 to 4 per world stage that you need to find.
Sure.
Those are more in the cleansing ones.
Yeah, you got that fire and toxic one earlier.
Like that there that I just picked up.
Yeah.
Those are just like the standard ones. There's like a real big fucking thing that you can get that are more unique to this. Go. Always like to have that guy too. That's pretty cool. Like if I throw that there, so I'll just kind of lure them in. And then I can just teleport to it.
That's cool. Like the blink stuff from what's that game? Dishonored.
Dishonored is so good. I love Dishonored.
First game's really cool. I didn't like the second game that much.
I like 2. I like the DLC on 2 quite a bit. We're heading up there. I don't know how many more waves we got. Can't remember if I lost track of that. No, I didn't do my special. Oh well. No, mission completed. Might as well have done it. Worked out great. I did mean to do that actually. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah.
That was such a cool little flourish, right? Like totally planned that. All right. I think we are good to just jettison out of here. We outlasted them. So we got 2 eggs just by doing the mission. We did find a couple extra mutagens that get to come into it, and we got 300 research points. So we can go and upgrade another one of these and probably unlocked another level to go check out. I can show you some of the vendor rewards too. Let's see if I've got anything unlocked on this one. So the next one is improved biogel potency, which is our healing factor. I'm really close. Well, not really close, but we're just under a level from getting to that. And do I have any of these to pick up? Look at that. Here we go. We eliminated 1,000 lesion spawns, which is great. And did we get another one on here? All right, so we didn't get any more on Vero, but I do have another one that we can do, which is a Reclaim Sanctuary. This is a survival. weak to fire, and do I have a fire I can show you out of the gate? Or if we die, maybe I'll go in a little bit. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's just go severely under level into this one.
Sure.
I'd love to watch him die.
Have you gotten much out of? Is there like a story that's happening here, or are you just kind of on this planet? And
just out cruising with these things.
All right.
So that green one that we started with, if you remember the Carapin that we had, this is a different version of that. So we get all these things here. And let's go hatch the eggs really quick, and then we'll head up on that mission. There's our little buddy we just did. Oh, I don't think there's anybody new. I think I have both of these already. Yep. Both of the ones that you've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is going to be a survival, probably going to be a bit of a bear. And not select that? There we go. He was already kind of a vitality build, so I'm going to put 2 on that. We're definitely going to bring my attack up equally, and I'm going to do our recuperation. Not making any good promises on how this one's going to play out.
Sounds good to me.
That's what you're here for.
I am.
All right, so more wave based.
5 waves.
So we take some pretty hard hits there.
You're still doing lots of damage.
Yeah, we're doing all right. I mean, we got the right element in play. We're able to grab some health and other shit. So, you know, if we play it smart, we should be okay. Until at least the boss. The boss is probably where we're going to get fucked.
There's like a little bit of risk of rain here.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good... I haven't pulled that lever, but that's a smart one to pull. I mean, apparently that last DLC for that was really fucking good. All right, we're getting a little spice here. As long as we keep this distance going, I think we're going to be somewhat all right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you do take a decent bit of damage, but you're dishing it out.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Don't like those guys. Ooh. And pop a health. So far, only one time that we use health, which is going pretty good for us.
And you can only use healing so many times during.
I have one more. Yeah, one more that I can take advantage of.
Okay.
So I'll probably try and save that for the boss the best that I can. All right.
This is it.
This is it.
Still doing great damage.
Yeah, we got 1/4 down, right?
Mm-hmm. Halfway there.
Oh yeah. I did not mean to pop my health that way. Oof, that's not good.
I think you pretty much had to at that point too. It's a shame that you had to take so much damage right after that. Last quarter. Oh,
that was a hard hit. So, not bad for being severely underleveled for that.
Yeah, you don't get punished for any deaths.
No,
like
no, you just like you don't get to bring back any of the shit that you had. So like anything that you might have collected, especially on like the cleansing ones, you're gonna be in a weird spot. So, yeah, that is that level. I think is what the story one is tied to right now. Yeah, we're still stuck on that. So I mean, I've got dudes that are strong enough to go and do that if I really wanted to replay it, but
sure.
I don't know if there's anything else.
Show me one other type of Voidling.
Yeah,
something that we haven't seen.
Let's do this guy. He was my first mutated one.
Yeah, he looks like he's seen some shit.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking squirrely.
Like all of these Voidlings kind of feel like they've seen some shit.
Yeah, they're not the cutest things. Does this have one of these? How do they handle? Yeah, perfect. We'll do another survival level 6. No, we want to do this one because they will be weak to ice. Not a thought between those eyes on him.
No. I also don't like the way that beak opens.
Let's go essence. I don't know a whole lot about the studio making this. I don't know if this is their first time doing something like this, how big they are. Like, I think there's a polish to the game, but there's definitely, like, you can tell that this is, I think, a smaller team, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Not in a bad way, just generally speaking. So this is kind of that, like, area to slow them down a little bit I was talking about earlier. I can throw ice patch down and that will catch some of them and do some nice damage with that. Pretty traditional dash on this one, so very fast. But the ice is pretty good.
Do you have a usual element that you tend to go
Water.
towards?
I'm a water type.
Interesting.
Just usually go with water. I think fire's overused pretty big. So a lot of the types of games I like, action RPGs, shit like that, like you can do some pretty nasty like poison rogue builds, but that's never my play style.
Yeah.
I like a good explosive style too. Some of my hammer builds that I've done in Monster Hunter, there's like a really cool combustion build that you can do where it's like a rocket power on your hammer. I always think those are fun.
I'm the poison guy. Poison or corruption. That's
you like
my
damage
game.
over time.
I do. Yeah. It always feels like I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's just always hanging.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm just running around, but like the boss is still getting damaged, so like there's no wasted time here.
We don't want to waste time. That's a big pet peeve.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to keep hitting this thing with ice. Come on. About 50% on our special. I don't know if I'll get it in time. I think we're gonna.
I think he's dead before that happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe you're dead before that happens.
No, I got him. Yeah, he's gone.
There it is.
Oh, okay. So we were slightly underleveled for that one, but felt like an appropriate challenge. Not too hard, not too easy. Outlasted, and we got some stuff. All good. Got an egg. Fuck yeah.
Do your guys... So, does your guy level up at all? Like, does he get experience points from doing those missions, or is it only from upgrading his attributes or taking?
I think. Well, that's the thing. Like, if we go into, can I go into my character here, or is that only when we were like doing the mission selects? So it's showing I'm level 9. I definitely am getting some stuff that goes towards that, but
that's like your character's level is 9.
Yep.
Okay, but then for each of the individual voidlings, like I know that thing that you're like the one of your guys was like level 10, but is he getting levels by going out and doing missions, or does the level go up just while
I think it's by doing shit,
points?
like going out and doing shit. I'm pretty positive on that.
And that, like, the level also determines some stat stuff too. Like, do you get stat boosts when you up a level?
Yeah, you're getting stronger. That's how you're getting those points to dump into shit too. For like certain, like if I pull out one of these that I haven't played for a while, it's like it has 5 levels that you can upgrade on it. Which I think we've had one that was like 3 or 4.
Okay, but the levels just go to the points, and then you get to choose where the points go.
Yeah. So I can distribute those. So like if I select, I'll just go do this one again. This level 9, and let me make sure I'm not blowing smoke here. I think it might be. Oh, these are just how to play as the different types. What they can do. Is there one on leveling up? Oh, there we go. Wrangler rank. Discover and document genes to increase your Wrangler rank. Genes are discovered every time you evolve a Voidling into an undiscovered path. So that's actually how we do it, by upgrading our little dudes into a new area.
Can you go back to the how to play each of the Voidlings?
Mm-hmm.
So that says 5 out of 9. So I'm guessing there might be 9 base kinds of Voidlings. Yeah. Cool.
4 more of those little dudes to get. Who would have thought looking at the instructions would tell us what to do?
We're guys. We don't do that shit.
Yeah, I don't read that shit. So I don't think he'll have anything else for me to apply to him. Yeah, nothing on this one. So we get XP. That's how you'll level them up. So they grow by going out and doing the things. So the Voidlings are go out, run missions, get XP, level up. Your character is when you are evolving and going more of the Wrangler route with this stuff. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, okay, so here you go. There are a lot of different versions
Okay, yeah.
of this thing that you can get. We're also working on achievements, so like 6 more missions with Carapan gets me probably 1,000 of it. Here are the genes that you can get and unlock, primary abilities.
So roughly, that's at 32. And if we just say, or 32 mutations. So if we go 32 by 9 Voidlings, 288 combinations potentially.
Yeah.
I'm sure some Voidlings have more or fewer mutations than the others, but
This thing's very weird,
that's
by the
also
way.
32.
So
Yeah.
I got an achievement for finding my first one of these. And it attacks very different compared to the other ones.
Let's see it. Why don't you? We got the little time. Why don't you jump into that one and just do something real easy?
Okay. There he is. So we're doing electric with him. He uses like, I'll pull up his menu, but like these pylons that you'll put out that enhance your strength and ability. And so like you kind of like weave them together in your attacks. I didn't love, but I think he was also the most complicated one so far. Sure. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. It brings unmatched control and aerial superiority. I can keep jumping all the way up until I run out of stamina, so you can get real high on the battlefield. Each pylon will extend the reach of your attacks in a chain reaction. So like, it'll allow me to keep some distance while still doing damage without being up in the thick of it. So in theory, I could like go high and do some attacks there and get into it. So you'll see that here. And I did that level 9 one, so we'll probably get our asses kicked pretty quick, but that's fine. We got time. So I can just keep going up. And as I hold this down, you can see that radius that goes around me. Mm-hmm. So then I can step back here, but I'm like dying pretty quick in this one already. Yeah. So.
Okay, so you got 2 of those pylons up.
Yep.
So those are just doing damage between them and between you as well. Okay.
Yep. And I've got that there that I'm just like feeding into the attack. So I'm kind of keeping that with them. But
I see.
He's very squishy already. He's a glass cannon in that regard. That is Voidling Bound. It is a very chill and easygoing game. There are some difficulty spikes that you'll see with it, but I've enjoyed it. It's been a good unwind, turn your brain off, which certainly has been helpful these days to do such.
I do enjoy turning my brain off from time to time.
But yeah, that's this week, Chase, here on the Casual Hour. We are going to be talking about some less cool things for a little bit on Wednesday night, given all the ongoing slaughtering happening in the games industry. Certainly not the first thing we'll talk about on it, or first time we'll talk about this. Probably won't be the last, unfortunately. But we will be there to tell you our thoughts on it Wednesday night when we get back together for a What You've Been Playing and some gripes, gaming gripes there on Wednesday. And tonight was Voidling Bound. There's a couple games coming out this week I'm excited to check out later on. I don't know what we'll stream next week, but we'll make sure that you're aware of that in a good, timely fashion. Chase, are you back to doing all of your bullshit, or are you slightly doing your bullshit?
Yes and no. I took a couple weeks off from Chase K Plays, so there will be no new Chase K Plays for this Wednesday, but I will be recording something new for this. I will be recording something new over the weekend, so next Wednesday there will be a new Chase K Plays. I don't know what it's going to be on yet, so I should probably figure that out, but I'll do something. And then Pilot Program has also taken a bit of a hiatus as you know, holiday weekend stuff, and I know Pierce has been busy and been on vacation stuff too. So I think we're going to try to get together and record next week And so looking forward to that. That'll be our 50th episode. We're watching Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, and that'll be pretty cool. So
Hell yeah.
to see how we feel about that, because we're both we've all seen Dragon Ball Z, but we haven't seen a whole lot of Dragon Ball. So that'll be cool.
Have you ever seen a Dragon Ball?
Can't say that I have.
It's too bad.
I know.
I hear there's 7 of them, right?
Usually, yeah.
Right on. And anything else you got going on besides waiting for those Dragon's Balls?
Yeah, just those 2 things for now. That's fine.
Right on, man. All right, we'll be back on Wednesday with an alleged new game from Chase and an update on a standout of the year from Bobby. We'll see you all then.